I don't know why I did this. Yo, it's fucking. What time is it? My time. It's 1:03. I don't know why. I just wanted to go live. I don't care if nobody listen. I just wanted to go live. I'm trying to run a timeout on my stream, y'all. I don't know. Nobody gonna reach you. I just typed it. What I typed it? Open panel late night live. Niggas don't fuck with me like that, dude. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I just started late night live there. Run the stream, y'all. That's so. My name is Say2B. I'm just going live to run the stream. Oh, shit. I gotta listen. Oh, motherfuckers, listen. I ain't think nobody go listen. The birthday salute. What's your name? Armchair salute. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now I gotta open my mental, open my mind, open your mind. But eyes the third eye. You know what I'm saying? I said my eye the third eye. I said it wrong. My mind is the third eye. You know you fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. I might drop the link. Somebody might come in. I ain't know nobody gonna listen. I just have to open a little live. Run the stream yard out. Damn, I can't go loud like that. I ain't never gonna get a big audience because I gotta go to work all the time. Yeah, right there, I bet chilly. Man, what been going on? Donald Trump. I did that Donald Trump video earlier with that guy from Donald Trump. What's his name? John Bolton. Yeah, yo, that's his real name. That ain't his real name. Fuck out of here. But anyway, you know, I'm just out here seeing what's going on. Who up for the late night? What been going on YouTube anywhere? On YouTube. Nothing ain't really been going on. You got Stephen A. doing a basketball camp, charging what it is, 29. Yeah, Donald Trump. Yeah, yeah. He pleaded guilty, but of course I said he pleaded guilty. He pleaded not guilty, but he gonna be not guilty. But even if guilty, he's still gonna win because he gonna challenge it, get it overturned. You know what I'm saying? But he always in the news for no goddamn reason. But they always gotta have people in the news to keep the news going. That's all. Then you had what's that rapper name? The fucking lady. She threw the fucking mic at somebody. It wasn't Cardi B, the other one. I don't even follow these rappers no more. What the fuck her name is? Well, anyway, she threw the mic at somebody because they threw water on her. There go her lawsuit. Woo! She can't do that now. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just out here, man. I'm just freestyling, man. Can't see what's going on. Nothing, really. Well, I ain't really see nothing because I've been working, man. That should be fucking me up, bro. Media is all BS. Yeah, BS media. That's all. Wait, let me look up the news real quick. Fourth branch of the government. Yeah, facts. Yeah. But yo, they got that. They always come out with something. If you do that in real life, you'll go to jail. Like you'll be in trouble. Like they always have something. Like I said with Trump. Like when you be in jail at first, then you have a bell or so, or you like it'll be something. You'll be monitored. You can't go nowhere. I don't know, man. When they do it, yeah, it's all psyop, psychological operations. That's all it is. A psychological operation. Yo, salute, Dan Brady. Yeah, that's all they do. Psychological operation. It's the funny part. People go for it. That's my problem with it. Why people go for these psyops? They can come out with anything. And people that's go for it. Yo, I saw it on TV, man. How I'm supposed to believe you? How you know that ain't true? Yo, dude, do you hear the fucking story? Yo, if I make up a story, you're not gonna believe it. I can make up a story. What can I use for example? I could say, yo, man, I saw three frozen people in the North Pole. They say, yo, man, you a fucking weirdo. But if they report it on the news, they'll believe it. Yo, there was three people frozen in the North Pole. They'll believe it. Yeah. Yeah. Who you say? RL? Yeah, he been in jail. Who? Who the fuck is that? I just got out the Army PSYOPs as a Mars. Yo, oh, you in the Army? Yo, I had a friend who was in the Army, right? And I was telling him they do PSYOPs over there. Cause I used to tell them about the this was like back in like a while ago. This was like over 10 years ago. I was telling him that. I said, y'all do PSYOPs. Because I was telling him about the PSYOPs in the media. He go, oh, that's not a PSYOP. I'm like, you in the Army? No, he used to be in the Army. I said, don't they run PSYOPs over there? Gay agenda is their plan too. Yeah, gay agenda. That's why guys like Dwayne Wade fell into it. Well, anyway, he probably was planned to be into it when he retired. Yo, a lot of like Dwayne Wade, he used to be a good basketball player. Now he had his, oh man, I don't even want to really say it, but you know what he did to his son. You know what I'm saying? Cause certain shit, every time I say something, I get a fucking goddamn strike. And I don't even have a lot of listeners. Well, let me put my damn. Gotta put my cash. I don't even get cash. I just leave it anyway. That's the case. Somebody wants to support me. Yo, I'm over here cooking right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm from America. Yeah. I saw the PSYOP, but I know it's not a military occupation specialty. Oh, you saw it. Oh, you didn't do it. But yeah, but don't they, that's what I'm saying. They run those in the Army. They have a ad poster for PSYOPs in there. Yeah, that's what they have at the Army, or they. Yo, they used to have the on that was on Craigslist. They used to ask for actors in like a event. They used to ask for crisis actors in an event. They used to do that on. I don't know. They probably still do it. I don't know, on Craigslist to participate in an event. Like there's a what I forgot how the ad go, but they used to have that. Like they need actors for an event. But those be the crisis actors. But if I say crisis actors, well, I said it already. But that's how you know, that's how they do their little stories. Yes, it's on a wall in the Army building. Okay. Of an Army building. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I had a friend who was in the Army. I used to tell him that. Because I used to tell him about the stuff that was going on then. I don't want to say it now because, you know, I'll probably get a strike. But it was like in 2000 and, what was that? That was in the mid 2000, like 2013. Well, he was out the Army already, though. But I was telling him about the stuff I was telling him. I think this is BS. And I said, don't they run those in the Army? The PSYOP? But he never wanted to answer me. Because he used to be like my neighbor and shit. Yeah, that's what I was living. I wasn't living where I'm living now. Yeah, but that motherfucker. Every time, like we all used to get together, that I always bring it up the psyops in the news. Well, I know it's a psyop. They saying it's real, but I say, yo, don't they run us in the army? And he never answered. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Cook that bad chicken. I used to make videos, but I quit due to the censorship on Google too. Yeah, yeah. I still make videos. Get mad at me. I mean, the subscribers that I have, they don't like it, but like every time. All I remember the first live I did, I was talking about. I wasn't even talking about sport. I was talking about the C word and all that. And they gave me a fucking strike. So that's why I started doing sports on the live. Because I've been on Ticket TV for a minute. So a lot of people from Ticket TV know me. I said I'm doing a couple of sports lives. But the people who subscribed to me already didn't like this shit. So that's why I've been doing them sports lives on this channel. But when I do, so that's why when I do a video, I go to my, what I'm really here about. Because when I do a live, if I do a live about it, I don't know how long the fucking live's gonna last. All that talking in cold words, man. Come on, man. I gotta talk in cold words all day. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but they just do the same shit. The same shit happened. Like everything they do now happened 10 years ago. Everything they did 10 years ago happened before that 10 years ago. They just run the same shit all the time. They just run the same thing all the time for the new people who growing up. They run the same shit. It'd be they have the school shooting. You know, school shooting. Then it'd be a school shooting. Every fucking then they do the AR-15. They need to ban the AR-15. It'll be the same shit. They run the same shit all the time. That's all. I just donated to you, bro. Well, you donated to me? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody don't donate to me. Wait, let me see. Let me check my. Well, nobody ain't donate to me, man. I probably didn't get it yet. Yeah, but they do the same shit all the time. What, do I got my right answer? It's ANTB 1973, my birth year. I'm 50. Yo, people don't believe I'm 50, bro. I'm 50. But yeah, they do the same thing. Well, I didn't get that yet. So I don't know. Did I spell it right? ANTB 1973. Dollar sign. Dollar sign. Yeah. But yeah. All modern combat rifles. Wait, because my skin kind of cracked on this. Gonna be banned, I believe. And what do you mean? And okay, I got a cricket out. What do you mean you got a cricket out? Yeah, but yeah, they try to ban they want to ban AR-15 first for some reasons. For some reason, you know. So when they do their stories, somebody always saw AR-15. I can't believe people don't catch on to that. Now, if a 18-year-old can handle a 17-year-old, 18-year-old, oh, AK-47, okay. But you know, they don't really use the AK-47 for some reason. They always use the AR-15. They always, or they say he had a bunch of handguns and he put it online. He had a manifesto. They always do that online. He admitted to the crime he was going to do. That's crazy. Nobody admit to the crime they going to do. But they always have the same story, same stuff, you know. Then at the end of the day, either he killed himself. What it is, he either killed himself or the authorities killed him. But sometimes he do survive. If he survives, they have a long ass trial. Then the trial be a bunch of nonsense. Then they say he got all these years that they don't know what jail he is. Like in the Batman shooting, they didn't know what jail he was in. Come on, stop playing with me, bro. All right, so that's what they do too. Yo, that was the funniest one. That Batman shooting in Colorado back in the day. That was back in the day. And in that Colorado shooting at the movie theater, they said they don't know what jail he is. They said a lawyer don't even know what jail he is. Yo, see, that's what they do. Them people don't really be going to jail. I remember when my wife was alive, we were talking about the Bill Cosby shit. Like it was happening at the time. We said this guy is gonna get off. Then what happened? He got out. You know what I mean? Because it's all a psyop. Talk about ladies from 1970, and they want to bring it up now. All the same at the same time, and that was the funny shit. At the same time, they just came out of nowhere. From 1970. But that I'm like, you know, if somebody come through and they say, "What the fuck you laughing at, man?" But that's how it be, bro. You can't really take these stories seriously if it don't make sense. See, a lot of people will call me crazy because they saying, "Why are you laughing, man?" Bill Cosby was, you know, raping them women or sexually abusing them. But why they coming out all at the same time, like 30 years, well, what 40 years later? Something 30, something like that, 30 plus years later. But you gotta think about it. Cause they made a law, is no on that sexual harassment shit. It's no what this word I'm looking for? It's no what's the name now on that. That's why they did that. Like, you know, oh man, I can't even think of that. Like, it don't matter. If you did it in 1950, you still alive, you still could get charged. Oh, what the fuck is the name of that law? She will believe anything. Media, yeah, facts. Yeah. Oh, yo, what the fuck is the name of that law? Like after a couple of years go by, they can't charge you. But now they could charge you because of Bill Cosby. What the fuck is the name of that law? It's after a certain time, about a year, they can't charge you. But now, with the Bill Cosby shit, with sexual harassment, and not harassment, whatever they say, Bill. Man. Salute. Oh yeah, limitation. Yes, salute. I mean, state of limitations. Yeah. I mean, statute of limitations. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. But with the Bill Cosby shit, it's unlimited now because of him. I mean, because they did that. Statute of limitations. Yeah. I couldn't even think about it. Yeah. That's why I said I just go live off the head, man. I just, you know, some people practice go live. That's why I gotta get my live better. I gotta look up shit before I do this shit. Yeah, I just wanted to do it open for a little while because it's a late night. I ain't think nobody be listening. But yeah, statute of limitations, Lord. Yeah. So it's unlimited now. Well, I forgot what Bill Cosby. What it was? Sexual. It was sexual what? I don't know if it was the R word. I think it was the R word. I forgot what it was. But anyway, whatever. Bill Cosby at the same time. Yo, that was so funny to me. And you know, a lot of people took that serious. Yo, they took that serious. But a guy like me don't take it serious, then they say I'm crazy. Okay. What do you mean artificial problem? We no, yeah. Problem, reaction, solution, but that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like with this Donald Trump nonsense, this is a fucking waste of time. I don't know what law they're gonna do after this shit. Obviously, he's gonna get off, or if he don't get off, he's gonna overturn it. So it doesn't matter. But they're gonna have some fucking new law. Because even the guy in the video that I played earlier was saying he's so. Well, it's something about presidents. It's going to be about the. Well, it's going to be about everybody at the end of the day. They're going. They also talking about presidents mostly. Well, that guy John Bolton. Well, his name is John Bolton. Ain't it a fucking singer named John Bolton? Yeah, Illuminati busy. Yeah. Yo, look. Yo, I gotta do a video. I'll see when I start upgrading this shit. I gotta do some videos on that. On that Illuminati. The Illuminati. Yo, I gotta do some videos on them. But you know, a lot of people don't think the Illuminati exists for some reason. Oh shit, I do got it. Oh shit, I got it. Oh, good looking. I could say your real name, CC. I'm just gonna use your initials. I do got it. Oh shit, I don't know why it didn't come up after. Yeah, I'm gonna use your initials. I don't know if you want me to say your name. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, good looking, my nigga. I don't know if you into that, my nigga shit, but yeah. CC, that's your name. Good looking. I know. Yeah. Well, yeah, but I don't know, motherfuckers wanna come in. Yo, good looking, CC. Wait, let me stop the button. Cause I know I just like talking to people like voice to voice. Like it's better like that. Me that's talking by myself, man. Everybody, we all together. If you fuck with me, you come on and talk, man, and make it more better. Then we could talk about something else we didn't know we was gonna talk about. That make it more better. That's what I'm trying to do. Click on the link. Yeah, I just dropped the link. Yeah, well, I'm saying, but a lot of stuff going on. I mean, the weather. I mean, you know, they control the weather too. 'Cause I mean, now it's been raining lately. It rained today for a little while. It only rained for like fucking 12 minutes. It rated only like 12. Yeah, I just dropped it. I just dropped it. Oh, you hit the link. Yeah. I gotta talk. Yo, I like talking to people. All that me talking about myself. Get out of here, man. We gotta talk. See, I ain't like other motherfuckers. They want to talk all day. I need the audience in.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Cool. You can hear me. Cool. Yeah, man. I just got out. You can just call me Corey, but yeah, I don't prefer to use my last name, but just call me Corey. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
I
That's
show my
why I
face
said
now too. I don't
CC.
give a. I'm out the army now, so I can show my face. I don't give a fuck anymore. But so
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
don't give a fuck.
all
So
right, but
yeah,
yo, what about the? All right. So I don't want to stay on the army shit, like, cause my neighbor, like, he was an army guy, and he was scared to say like what I was saying, and we on the street. It's not like we on them, and I was on YouTube talking about it, but
yeah, you in the street.
yeah, like. And with other people, he didn't want to say they do psyop, psychological operation. So anyway, so when they do it, what you said they posted on the wall first?
Well, they have a poster.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, advertise for that MOS, military occupational specialty. They'll have the posters like get a bonus soldier if you go and sign up to be a PSYOP specialist on the
Okay.
wall. They're advertising it on the wall. You know, they have
Oh,
different career tracks. They show you, oh, you know, you can apply to be officer of your education. You could apply to be a different MOS if you're sick of your current MOS, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, also I don't want to,
all
yeah,
right.
speaking
Wait,
code
but
a
let
little
me
bit.
ask you something before you
What's up?
finish. So you if you join the PSYOP, you could move up in the ranks.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the same rank.
Oh,
Say if you're a private and you just switch MOS, you'll still be a private. If you get rank enlisted rank, you make E4, E5, you move up in the rank. But the PSYOP might be actually slower because the Brainiac MOSs are slower to rank up versus the lower, brain functioning MOSs. Like I was a medium MOS in terms of brain power, chemical specialist, which our
uh-huh.
job is know how to use a gas mask and know how to detect chemical weapons. It's bullshit anyway. So, but that was my MOS. So I was a hazmat chemical specialist.
Okay.
And they make us go through a nerve agent chamber with live nerve agent with a gas mask on. So of course the government has tons of nerve agent they can drop on a foreign country or their own citizens if they want to. You know that will
Yeah.
make you that will kill you in 5 seconds and you'll just
Yep.
go into seizures and you'll die. You'll be totally
Uh-huh.
paralyzed.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that when I was a little kid, bro. They had that for a long time, bro. When
Yeah,
I was a
and they
little
have
kid,
new
they had that.
high tech ones that will kill you in 20 seconds. Dead as
Yeah.
a doornail.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they never gonna use it though, right? They never gonna use
That's
it.
their official policy. We all know how government they're going to do it. As a private, I'm not going to know the details about them using it. If I was a general, like you have coon black men in the army that are make rank and they kiss ass to make rank. There was a colonel. One of our colonels was our colonel over us was a black guy, but totally sold out. In terms of in the South, we say colloquially sold out, or he's a coon. Means he's a black guy that just totally is Uncle Tom, like in the slavery day.
Oh,
He
there
just
you go.
kissed white men's asses.
Yeah. So when you all right,
So
no, so I'm trying to get figure out how the army is. Like, so when you're in the army, how many like where you stay at? You stay in a bunker or you have your own room? Or you stay in
you have
like a
your own
dorm?
room in a barracks. You have your own. So when you're active duty and junior enlisted, you stay what's called the barracks. But it's like a dorm room. It's like a college dorm room. You share a bathroom with another soldier if you have a roommate, and you'll have your own
Uh-huh.
bedroom. You can jack off in private. You can watch porno in private. You can have a girl in your room. You can have a boy in your room in private. But you share a bathroom, a shower, and a commode, and a sink. You share a kitchen sink, a
Okay.
stove, top and a fridge and a shitter and a shower with another dude. But you have your own private bedroom with
that's
your own
crazy.
personal
But
TV
yo, all
and
right, so
computer. What's up? Go ahead. What's your question?
do they have
Yeah.
that? Huh?
I couldn't hear you when you asked. You must have broke up there. What'd you ask?
Yeah, I probably did because my phone be messed up. But like at dinner time, do y'all all eat together or you got to make your own dinner?
No, you can make now when you make it to your unit, you can decide to save money, and they take money if when you're not married and junior enlisted, they take the money out of your check.
Okay.
Save you're only a private, you're only making $750 every 2 weeks. You get paid 750, but they're gonna take. You would get 1,000 if they didn't take it out. They take out when you get married. They give the money back to you, $300 a month, but they take out $150 a paycheck to pay for the DFAC, the dining facility center. So you can go to the DFAC and get the food that they're taking out your paycheck to pay for, and sometimes it's decent, sometimes it's shitty. It just depends on the day and what type of shit they pull out the can, I mean, I was stationed in El Paso and they would have lobster and it'd be stale as shit, but sometimes they'd have some good shit like of course in El Paso you're gonna have if the Mexican soldier makes some enchiladas for you, even though it's out the can, it's pretty good because they probably put some extra seasonings on it, so.
Yo, they don't supposed to do that. Like you supposed to some people be allergic to seasoning, so they don't supposed to put the seasoning on.
I don't know. I'm just speculating because they typically when I was stationed in places like El Paso or San Antonio, I was briefly, very shortly stationed at San Antonio. It seemed like the Mexican food was better than would be the best type of food they would make. And then, but in Missouri, the DFAC was terrible. But I was also in a training. I did basic training and AIT. So in the Army, when you join the Army, you first go to basic training and then you can go to advanced individual training. That trains you in your MOS. But because when you're in basic, you're totally locked down and you can't do anything. Then you graduate basic and go to MOS training, and then you actually you're learning you have slightly more things you can do. They'll let you go to the mall on the weekends, and then but you still have to eat at the DFAC. And then when you get to your unit duty station, you can pretty much do what you want on the weekends. But from Monday to Friday, you have to be at the company doing various bullshit. It could be they could be doing nothing that day and you just practice marching. They could be doing, or they could be going over, your NCO could be teaching you about chemical weapons and how they were used in World War II or some other bullshit like that. It just depends on what you're doing for the day. Or you could just be cleaning equipment, or you could just be laying out equipment so an officer can check a box and look at it, inspect we have similar equipment to a firefighter. So we have like air tanks and chemical suits to protect against chemicals. And they got once a month, the officer got to check off every single piece of equipment in the company. And that takes a fucking pain in the ass to lay all that shit out. Because if you're junior enlisted, you're going to be laying all that shit out for some dumbass officer to come and check it. So it's just idiotic. So,
like on the weekends, could y'all leave you say on
you can
the
leave
weekend?
the base on the weekends.
I was going to ask that.
Without the commanders, with the official policy is without the commander's approval, you can go a 250-mile radius from the base on the weekend if there's unless very rarely we had a crazy Mormon commander one time that made us go to the field on a Sunday. Other than that, you can do on the weekend what you want to do. So you can go. I would go one time. I went all the way to halfway to San Antonio to bang a girl I was seeing, because she stayed in San Antonio. So I didn't actually break the rule. I only went 250 miles. She met me in the place between El Paso and San Antonio, and I blew her back out that weekend. But I was already dating her at the time. So it just depends on, you can. And one time I flew to San Antonio to go see her before we broke up. I flew on Labor Day weekend. There was a 4-day weekend. So that means I'm going to be off Friday until Monday. I was totally off. So I flew Friday morning to San Antonio. She picked me up, took me back to the hotel, blew her back out. We went to the Riverwalk, then came back home, blew her back to her where she was staying at, blew her back out 50 times in the hotel room. Then I flew back to my duty station in El Paso. So.
Oh, okay.
But I wasn't supposed to do that. I would get in big trouble if I was caught, but I was never caught because I was smart. But if there was been a field, if there was a recall, I would have been getting in trouble because they want to be like, if there was a recall on that Monday and I wasn't back yet, they'd be like, "Where's Carter?" I said my actual name, but if they would be, but who gives a fuck? But anyway, so then he's like, "Where is he?" So then they'd be like, "Oh, then I get what it's called ARC 15, which is where they give you, they punish you in the military. Now they can't whip you or do anything physically to you, but they can make you clean the barracks for 2 weeks, no pay."
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's pretty bad. And I had 3 of them while I was in there. One time I got caught with, when I first was brand new to the Army, my dumbass got caught with my weapon I had bought before I even joined the Army. I snuck a weapon on post, and they searched us so thoroughly. I hadn't been in the Army yet before. I didn't know they searched us that thoroughly. I had it in my trunks, in my my tire is at in my Jeep trunk space where you keep your tire at.
All right. That's what I want to ask you. You can bring, if you got a car, you can bring it on the base.
Yes, you actually, in my duty station, man, and where I was stationed at, it's a 10-minute drive from the barracks to the company where you do your actual job at. So to even go to PT in the morning, you got to drive there in your PT outfit, get there, do your stretches, and work out with the NCO for an hour roughly, and then you're released back to go to back to your barracks room and go shower and change. Then boom, you go back, and then 9:30 you got to be at work. If you're not there in time, you're going to be you get in trouble for that, you know. And if you have these racist like type of dudes like these, it was bad with you had North guys and Southern guys, white guys, both racist as a rattlesnake. So then if they don't like you, and they really hate masculine black men like me. So if they don't like you and you're not an Uncle Tom or whatever, so they're gonna make up you might be 5 minutes late one time. You're gonna be late one time in your career. Especially in the thing about how in the civilian world, how often you're late and they don't fire you. They just say, don't be late again. And that's whatever. In the Army, they'll be like, oh, you're late. They'll write it down on a piece of paper. It's called a counseling statement.
Let me ask you a question about the 5 minutes. Do they do that 5 minute? Let's say you got to be there at 10. And you gotta, let's say 10 is the starting time, but you have to be there at 9:55. If you're there at 9:56, you're late. They do that.
Yes, if you're in the Army, they gotta say it. If you're not early, you're late, and if you're late, you're wrong.
Yeah.
So it's 10 minutes prior to every time you're told. If you're told to be there at 09:30, you better be there at 9:20.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's how it works. So if you're there at 9:25, you're late. You might get you probably will get just chewed out and made to do a bunch of push-ups sometimes, but it depends on it all depends on there's the official policy, and is all NCO dependent now. But now the Army's getting away from, they only can make you do 10 reps of an exercise per extra, what they call corrective action, which is making a junior enlisted soldier do a bunch of push-ups or other exercises. So now they only can do 10 reps. So they just hand out ARC 15s like candy now, and they'll just make they rotate through the NCOs. NCO is a guy that made rank 5 in the Army, and they went to it's called non-commissioned officer training, and they're told how to yell at junior soldiers. That's all they're taught, and they're taught respect and duty and all this bullshit. So once they make rank, they can go back, and then they can terrorize their underlings, and with handing out ARC 15s for the pettiest bullshit. I mean, they gave me one time for being 5 minutes late and not doing the transgender rights
shit, they do all
in a timely manner.
Oh, so they bring up the transgender rights, whatever.
Yeah, you have to. Right before I got out in January, and in November of last year, they made us sit down to a PowerPoint where we had to listen to them explain that if a person feels like they're born a male but they want to be a girl, you have to acknowledge them as a girl. And I said, what the fuck is that? You know, so I was like, that's bullshit.
The same bathroom as you.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't explain that part, and I don't understand it. And so
yeah. All right, but all right. This one, I'm glad you talking, because like the nigga, like I said, he ain't tell me nothing. He was scared to talk, and then we on the streets. Like I'm not gonna say.
I'm a real ass dude. Like I'm a real ass dude. I'm totally an anarchist now. Like I just joined. Basically, I got 1% VA benefits, and that's basically the only good thing that came out of it, because it was a nightmare in there because it's all just a bunch of racist weirdo dudes, is rampant gay dudes that are in your what they call your battle buddies, or other guys are low ranking. The homosexuality is rampant. My last roommate was a guy that got demoted for getting caught with cocaine, and then he was my sergeant. He got demoted. Then he was mad as hell because he got demoted, but it was only their fault because he had a cocaine problem. He was from Africa, though. He was from Ethiopia. He was from Ethiopia, right? But then he's a weirdo. He had got divorced from a white girl. Soldier divorced him a year before I got there. Then this dude turns around and gets drunk in downtown El Paso and makes out with a transgender. And I'm looking at him like, dude, you clearly gay and you clearly not drunk enough to not know that's a man. So that's a man and you gay. So we gave him hell for that, but it's technically he could technically get us in trouble for that now because of the way the army is now under the Illuminati. I don't really just blame one politician like Biden. It's really the top, my opinion, is the top elite pushing this, the top psychopathic bankers and et cetera, pushing this nonsense.
It sounds controlled. Yeah.
And it also comes, these guys are descended from the ancient Greeks, in my opinion, and that's what they practiced in ancient Greece. So that's my opinion on it. So that's what my opinion on it. But so anyway.
That's what like I was saying, like when you're in the Army, Navy, whatever. I know it's all the same, but
different culturally and different. Like in the Navy, it's probably more. I was never in the Navy. I've met a few sailors in San Antonio. We're not close. We're just friends on Facebook, but like you could tell that they're softer in terms of the yelling, and the Army is still trying to be like on the yelling and all the extra PT type shit. But the Navy is softer and on top, but it's all the same. But the Navy is softer, and you're strapped on a boat. Unless your MOS is like shore side, your duty stations on land or whatever they call it in the Navy. I forget because I wasn't in the Navy. I just know about it a little bit. But the Marine Corps is it's supposed to be just slightly more intense. And we had few NCOs that were former Marines. They act like, oh, the Marine Corps was so much more tougher, all this bullshit. But it's all the same shit. It's just slightly different. Marine Corps, they're naval infantry for the Navy, but they became their own branch or whatever. But anyway, it's all bullshit anyway. What's your other question, man?
But I wanted to ask you about when y'all do your like shooting drills. Like y'all just had the AR-15. That's it.
Yeah, most times we're only issued a weapon when we're going to the field. That's the way the modern Army works. They're very you're not walking around your duty station with a weapon if you're not an MP. So I'm military police. So I was chemical specialist. So we only get a weapon if we're going to the field. We're going to the range to qualify. So they'll give you for example, you're going to the range to qualify. They'll give you your fully was a burst fire M4, but you're not supposed to shoot it in burst fire. You're only supposed to shoot it in semi-automatic mode. And then they give you a 9mm, whether it's going to be a Beretta or it's going to be the new Sig Sauer M17. So that's what they give you, and the pistol ranges are really easy because it's only the furthest target is only 30. The furthest target is only 30 yards. It's just a 9mm. It's just a 9mm, which I got here right, my own personal one right here. But it's just a 9mm. So then you got, the M4 is the actual rifle, and then also because I'm a bigger guy, they would sometimes assign me the SAW weapon, which is the M249, the full auto machine gun, but it's still shooting 5.56 M4 bullets. It's just full auto belt fed, but it jams a lot anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
But you still have to qualify. You still have to hit a target. It's really hard to qualify with that thing because it's so inaccurate and it jams a lot. And no one qualified. Only one person qualified. I think last time I went to the range with the full auto squad machine gun M249. So it's very hard to qualify with it. But yeah, they also have Bear 50 cals for the bomb text, the EOD text.
Okay. No, no, no. All right. So everybody don't get the same gun. Okay.
No,
Okay.
and
That's what I
you
was
have to be
confirming.
assigned a weapon when you're going to a mission. Like even the field is considered a mission. If you're going to the field, like, or you could be going to the field for a week and be doing
I
drill,
can't hear.
just be
Oh, there
doing
you
like
go.
just exercises in the field, and you're assigned a weapon. If you lose a weapon, it's your ass. Or they'll take the price of the $3,000 at your paycheck. So, but the weapons are all. I feel like they were in our unit. They were like hand me downs from the
Mhm.
Iraq War or some shit. But
Yeah, there
anyway,
you go.
that they're assigned. There's a big weapon safe. A junior soldier and a sergeant are in charge of that safe, and the officer checks the weapons and make sure all three weapons accounted for. And it's a big, massive safe, walk-in safe, and they have grenade launchers, Bear-50 cals, M4s, machine gun, pistols in there.
Hmm.
And they make sure every weapon is accounted for. And you only get a weapon if you're going to the field. If you're not supposed to have a weapon at all, if you're not in the field or just or in your off day, you're in civilian clothes, you're not supposed to have a weapon on post. They check 1 out of 5 cars are checked for weapons when you go on a base. I just went to
Yeah,
Fort
I
Bragg
was
for the
about to
first
ask that.
time other day. But what's up?
No, I was about to ask that. Like with your regular clothes, like you just walk. Like what you supposed to do that day? Like what you doing? Like
Oh, you can
yeah.
do whatever you want to do. Some guys just stay in bed and jack off. Some guys go to the
So you could
nightclub.
you
Some
call your lady over? Like
You
could you
can.
do
You have
that?
to check them into the barracks. So you have to sign. The official policy is to sign. So on the COVID, you couldn't do it, but now on the
Oh,
COVID ended, you could just go to the front desk, and it's called CQ, and you sign in. It's like, hey, this is my lady friend here. I want to sign her into the barracks. And she has to be checked out by midnight. She can't stay overnight. Y'all can fool around
oh, she
all
can't
that
say.
time until
She
midnight,
can't.
and then officially she's supposed to be off, go home by midnight. Now, but what I would do is since I'm such a Mac daddy, I convinced a chick to I would stay over at a chick's place all weekend sometimes, and then
Okay.
go back to my barracks like 4:30 in the morning after I blew her back out. That's what I would do.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
off
okay.
pace the whole entire weekend sometimes, and then go back that the Monday morning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know how to do it. So that's what's up. So you are.
I'm out now. I'm fully out now because I didn't take the COVID shot, so they kicked me out. They're about to kick me out for the COVID shot, but what happened was Biden acquiesced on the bullshit in December, I think it was, and so then they kicked me
Wait,
out.
hold on. I didn't hear you before that. Say what you said because you have broke up a little bit.
Biden gave up on the COVID shot bullshit.
Uh-huh.
Right? I'm sorry, I can't say that word. Biden gave up on
Oh
the shot
yeah, oh yeah. On
on
my
the
channel,
jab.
yeah. You can't say it on my channel.
Even though it's
You can't.
live, yeah, I can't. The jab. I'll just call it the jab. So he gave up on the jab, and so then because I got a new commander. I got the prick. I told you I had a Mormon prick commander who was a
Yeah.
racist from the pits of hell. He just gave me ARC-15s for just petty bullshit. Be if I'm as late, bullshit, complete bullshit. My only serious ARC-15 was for the getting the cop with a weapon when I was brand new to the army. And then the last 2 ARC-15s they gave me were just complete made up bullshit. So that after he left, a female commander came in that was not a completely evil psychopath. So
Come
she
on.
actually,
No. Yeah.
what's up?
You went out.
She kicked me out after Biden gave up on the shot. They said, "Do you still want to stay in the army?" That Biden gave up on the jab. I said, "No, I want to go home and take care of my mom." So they kicked me out for ARC-15s in the past and still gave me what's called a
No,
general
you broke up.
discharge.
Go back a little bit because you broke up.
Okay.
Go
So
back a
they
little.
kicked me out for they kicked me out. They're about to kick me out for the jab, not taking the jab, but because Biden gave up on that and said you don't have to have it no more to be in the army or any military, they just kicked me out for the ARC-15 the last jackass commander gave me. The more friendlier female commander kicked me out for the getting ARC-15 in the past, and she just gave me a general discharge. That means I get all benefits except GI Bill. I'm gonna get it upgraded anyway, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
Oh, okay. So you're not in the army no more.
I get VA. I get VA now, and I'm a
So
volunteer
you get the
firefighter. I
VA.
get
All
VA.
right. So when you're older, so you could go to that VA hospital. No, I mean,
Yeah, I go to the VA. I can go to the VA for free because I was
oh, okay.
active duty.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wait,
And
hold on. You
I
gotta
get
be
paid from the
active.
VA
Wait,
once a month.
hold on, hold on. You just made me think about it. So you gotta be active duty to go to the VA after you're done.
I think so, because if you're in the National Guard and Reserves, even when you're active duty, you can just go to any hospital and the Army will pay for it. If you're at
Oh,
reserves, you have to pay a copay.
oh, okay. Cause I used to work like I'm in New York. I used to work for
Yeah, yeah.
Accessorite
I
because I
knew
used to
you were a
go
New
to
Yorker.
yeah, I used to go to the VA house. I used to drop a lot of people. So that mean they was active duty then, because they used to
Yeah,
go
at
there.
one point
They
in
used
their
to have
life, they were active
two
duty if they're going to the VA for free. I don't. I need to
hundred.
ask him. I know a National Guard guy, but I need to ask him how that works. But I think you might have to pay a copay if you were a National Guard soldier only. See, I was originally going to join the National Guard, but I got kicked out for for having high blood pressure. Then active duty waived it, and I went active duty for 4 years, and had a hell. It was hell on earth because you have so many racist, psychopathic white dudes in there, and then you have the coons in there. Then you just got all this bullshit going on in there, and then they pushed the jab. And they got mad when I didn't take the jab, and so
Mm.
it was a nightmare because they got mad because I put in a religious waiver and didn't take the jab. Then they gave up on it and I kicked me out anyway. So I'm doing great now. I'm making more money now on VA 100% disability than I did in the Army because I was only a
Yeah.
private in the Army. They demoted me 3 times. So
So yeah, that's crazy. But no, I forgot. I had another question because you enlightened me. Everything you saying, I was thinking that happens. I'm glad you're saying it. What
mhm.
was one more thing? Like you said, when you're on active duty, let's say if a war go on, you're automatically gotta go there. You're the first one.
Actually, those people don't understand that. Well, they most times send the reserves first because
Oh,
it's cheaper to send a reservist first, even though they don't do this shit every day, than active duty. Active duty is doing its assignment stateside already, so they just keep you there. Or for example, I had a mission where we had to babysit the Afghan refugees in Wisconsin back in
mhm.
2021. But they'll keep active duty most times stateside unless it's a total war. If it's a small conflict, they like to send the reserves first. Actually, that's how they
Oh
get you in
yeah.
the small print when you join the
Yo,
reserves.
matter of
Yeah.
fact, when I was young, I think my mother did tell me that. I don't know if I'm for sure. I think she said they do send a reserve first. And this is back
Mm-hmm.
in the 90s. So I think she did tell me that. Cause I said, why they gotta fight? Cause I don't know, I'm a young dude at that time. I'm like, why they gotta fight? She said they're sending the reserve. I think she did say reserve. I'm not, I don't think she said like active. Yo, tell you the truth. So they're sending the new guys at first. So when it get hectic, then you gotta go in.
Yeah, and the army works by sending a unit. They don't just send one person. They're gonna send a whole unit. But
Oh yeah, yeah,
I think
I
it's
know they
cheaper
send
for
a
them.
unit.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's cheaper to send it's cheaper to send the reserves, from what I understand, from the government's perspective, because the government is not like a person, but
Yeah, that's what
it's
I'm
just a
saying.
bunch of
Save
corrupt
money.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it
yeah.
saves, even
So
though
they're gonna send a
the
unit
Federal Reserve
reserve
prints the money, but
first. Yeah, they'll send a unit reserve first. Then if it get hectic, they're gonna send your people, the active duty guys.
yeah, active
Yeah,
duty, you're doing your job
yeah,
on the active duty
yeah,
side. They're gonna send you when all shit hits the fan. Then they send active
yeah,
duty, but
yeah,
active duty,
yeah.
even though army's all bullshit anyway, active duty, you're better trained. You do it every day. You get up and do PT every day. You don't have a choice. But in the reserves, it's on you to exercise. It's on you to know how to use an M4. It's on you because you're only going to do it. You only do it once a month. So that's a totally
What?
different.
Only once a month?
Yes, because you go to
Wow.
after you're done with training. So even the reserves, you go to basic training for 2.5 months. Then you go to your AIT. That's dependent. The length of that's dependent on the job you pick in the National Guard or reserves. Then we get done. Say for you could pick a MOS that only takes a month, or 3 weeks, or some they have some really short trainings for the for your job. You could pick MP. That only takes total. I think that takes only like 4 months total. So from basic, it's basic and AIT in the same thing, and then you're released to your duty station. You're sent back to your duty station in your home, and you only have to go to your unit once 2 weekend, like a 1 weekend out of the month. So say for example, you might have to go you might have to go August 15th and August 16th, and that's it. And then they have 2 weeks of summer training in the middle of the year, and that's it. And then but you have to go 2 days out of the month. And then unless you're deployed, you only go 2 days out of the month and 2 weeks in the middle of summer, and that's it. That's how those reserves work. Unless you're deployed, you're only doing it 1 weekend out of the month.
Oh, 1 weekend out of. Yeah, all right, yo, that don't even make
That's
sense.
why active duty, we call them no-goes. So we call the National Guard no-goes because in the Army, they say if you fail PT, you're called a no-go. If you're not deployable, you're called a no-go. But we call National Guards no-go because it's same acronym. So because they don't do it every day, and they're typically, you got a lot of out-of-shape guys that are active duty that just don't apply themselves in PT or overeat. But it's an epidemic in the reserves because it's up to that person to be fit. But it's all a joke anyway, because the modern military is so mechanized that they could have a bunch of fat asses and they probably still win, because if you're using planes and tanks and whatever, you can just blow anyone into submission. It's not like they're ancient Zulus or Spartans or something running in with spears. So it's all modern day with advanced weaponry. So it doesn't even matter. That's why females make some females make rank fast, and I feel that I didn't see it with my own eyes, but how you can suspect that a female is messing with someone with rank? You just strongly suspect it. I strongly suspected a lot of females were messing with guys with rank or officers. You have females that make rank fast because they're sleeping with officers and senior enlisted men to make rank faster. So that was, and they would let females do what they want to do. They would get on what is called profile, which they say, "Oh, I'm hurt," and they don't go to PT, and they never even go to profile PT, which is a special PT. If you're a man and don't go to profile PT, you're given ARC 15. But if you're a female, you get away with it. So it's just all bullshit. Even black females, they would get away with it. So it's all bullshit, and different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, like, when they do the simulation, like when what do they do it? Well, I know they do it, but when they do the simulation when you're being attacked, like let's explain how they do it. Like they said, let's explain how it goes down when they do the simulation.
Oh, they most times just like in the field, like for example, you have field operations where you just go to the field and they'll set up a commander's post, and they can give the commander a nice tent with AC, and you're slipping in. There's an actual personal tent on a cot or whatever, because you're just a private, and then they'll just make you do patrols with a rifle. Our unit didn't do anything, and then also they'll simulate RMOS, like they'll simulate like you going to a enemy base, getting a sample of a chemical agent and coming back in full suit, and they'll simulate that. That's what they would simulate in my unit. Then also they would they actually have video game simulator where you go with a fake rifle into a room and you shoot fake you don't shoot people, you shoot fake Army targets to learn how to get comfortable with the M4. The Army has so much money, they have a simulation range with a fake rifle, and you shoot fake targets and you get comfortable shooting, and then you're more likely to qualify with the real rifle. Even though the rifles are they're so old that they just don't hold zero worth a damn anyway.
All right, I'm glad you on here. Yo, like, you just give me something different. So they don't use the weapons you're gonna use if you have a real fight. So they use old weapons.
No. See, the weapons that we have at our unit are just old ass weapons to get train on.
Oh, okay.
And then if there was a real war, I was never went to war, thank goodness. But if there was a real war, they're probably going to give you brand new weapons that were straight,
Oh, okay.
just
Well,
made
you
a
probably
week
don't.
ago.
Wait, hold up. Well, you probably don't know how to use some new weapons.
No, they're still going to be, as of when I got out, they were still using the M4. Now they're switching over to the Sig Sauer rifle, which is a different than the 6.8. But they probably only special forces have that right now at the moment. But they're going to probably give it to all of them soon, the new rifle, which is the Sig Sauer Spear 6.8. Because right now they're just AR M4 is M4. They just give you probably a new one if you went to war, a brand new M4 straight from the factory.
They give you the same weapon, but it's upgraded.
Yeah, just brand new. Because weapons, if you know weapons, you're in New York, you might not know weapons, but if you shoot a weapons, if you shoot a weapon a lot, it can lose its rifling. It starts to lose its rifling and it's zero after you shoot after 10,000 rounds. A weapon is not as good as it was brand new because it's losing its rifling, because every time you shoot a bullet, it's chipping away the rifling by a nanometer, and then it just adds up over time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I gotta wait, your name. Well, you subscribed to me?
Yeah, I've been subscribed to you forever, man.
Yeah, all right, yeah. I haven't, lately I've been talking that sports shit on the live, but I'm still me. Well, I just been doing that on the live because the first video I did on the live, I was talking about how we talking about, and they gave me a strike. I'm like, what the? I can't talk about nothing. And
that's why I quit YouTube.
Yeah,
that's why I quit YouTube.
Small. I got a small ass channel, and these motherfuckers gave me a strike.
Well, they attack the small channels just like worse than the big channels, man, because you're small fish to them. So they attack the small channels worse than the big channels, man, because you're a small channel. You're nobody to them. So yeah, man. So it's and I've gotten strikes for dumb shit too.
I mean, I didn't change my. Some people think I changed, but I didn't change. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But you give me some good information about the Army, bro.
Yeah, I just got out 6 months ago, so I know it backwards and forward. I know all the bullshit. I know the real shit and all the bullshit they don't tell you in the ads, because I just got out.
Oh, okay. So this one I'm gonna ask you. So after you get all right, what you out now?
Yeah, I'm out now. Yeah.
All right. So do they still you get you still get paid or that's it?
I get paid from the VA. I got separation pay from the Army, but because they hurt my back and other things in there, I get paid from the VA for being disabled because they hurt my back in there. I had back surgery in the Army, so I get paid.
But let's say
100%.
You didn't have back surgery. You don't get
nothing?
You
don't. Then I wouldn't get paid.
Wow. So that was the people I was bringing. They was injured. So
yeah, unless you're freaking Wolverine or something, you're gonna get hurt if you're applying yourself at PT every day because civilians don't work out every day like you do in the Army. But that's one good thing about it. But it does wear your body down because you're working out every day, or you're rucking every day, or you're climbing a rope every day, or you're running around every day. It wears your body down because normal civilians don't do that.
Y'all really do the climbing rope shit every day?
Not every day, but it varies. It's like your NCO will make a fitness plan, and it'd be Monday. It's a run day. So Monday you stretch out, you run around the company 2-3 miles that day. Then on Tuesday it could be weight training, and you train with weights till muscle failure Tuesday. Then on Wednesday you're doing a bunch of calisthenics until you pass out Wednesday. And then Thursday it could be a more relaxed day, just a rest day. You're just practicing doing yoga and stretches. Then Friday it could be just you playing tag football with your unit and behind the company.
Okay.
That's how it,
Yo,
it
but
cycles
yo, that
through.
rope, yo, I'm gonna keep it real. I thought that rope shit was fake. Yo, I thought they only do it like once, like
Well,
every
they have a
3 weeks.
rope behind. They had an old, worn out rope behind our unit, but it was about to break. But I could climb it, even though I joined in my late 20s. I could climb up the rope.
Oh,
But
okay.
I just can use my. I'm just so strong
No,
naturally
no,
that I can climb
no.
up with
I
my
thought it
hands.
was bullshit. Yo, like when I'm watching movie, they do the rope shit. I thought it was bullshit. Yo, I ain't
No,
gonna say anything.
that's some real shit. There's some
No,
real shit. Like
no.
remember
This is what I'm saying. I
Full
didn't
Metal
think they do it
Jacket.
on a.
The guy that the drill sergeant for Full Metal Jacket was a real drill sergeant, so he made it
Uh-huh,
pretty authentic the way it was in the '60s.
uh-huh.
So Full Metal
No,
Jacket is a pretty accurate movie the way it was in 1960. Jarhead is closer to what it is now, except they can't hit you anymore. But now I hear that I went to basic in 2019. Now I hear they can't even yell at you now because COVID hit, and now they're making a soft army, and so people are complaining about that. But whatever. I mean, I don't care if they lose anyway because it's all bullshit anyway. So
yeah, but I mean, when they do the rope climb up, what's the point of that? Y'all sneaking up on the
just building
on
body
the
strength.
enemy.
Well, it's just about building upper body strength. Just that's the way the
So
army.
y'all, like, if y'all go into combat, you never. Most likely, you ain't gonna use that, right?
No, but you're even trained in the army. They train you even in combatives, which is just hand to hand combat, but it's a
Yeah, yeah.
it's very beginner level.
Yeah, that's trying to get you in shape. Like if
Yeah,
anything,
it's all about just getting you in
yeah,
shape. Because the
yeah,
run
yeah.
with a rifle, it takes the best soldier. Even in modern war, if you have a person in shape, they can run with a rifle a long time, or they can do a march behind a tank with a rifle a long time. If you're out of shape, you'll pass out. If you're just a fat ass, you'll just pass out.
Yo, you making me laugh. But yo,
Dude,
all
yeah, if you
right,
ever
this
shot a
one I want
rifle,
to ask you.
it does take it does wear you out after you go if you could go move to a freer state and buy a rifle, and it's a workout to shoot a rifle.
Yeah. All right, but
But
LA
that's
in the
why
comments. Yeah, what's good, LA? But he asked you, well, I know what you was in, but he asking you, was you in the Navy? No, he asked you
no, I was
a
in the
question.
Army, active duty.
Yeah. But yo, let me ask you. Oh shit, I almost forgot my question. Yo, I had a good one for you. Ah. All right, let's go. I gotta remember. I just had it. It was on the tip of my head. Then I was right. Oh wait, what he said? You ever thought about being a Navy SEAL?
No, but it's called Army Ranger for the Army, but it's you have to be a PT. I was never great at running. I have really good upper body strength, but I'm not great at running. So you have to be like really fast. You have to be running basically 7 minute 2 mile and 14 minutes to be go Army Ranger. But it's they're relaxing the standards now because they're letting gays and women do it. So even though some gay dudes are tough, but you have a lot of infinite gay stereotypes, and then you have the masculine gay dudes. So
What, you broke up?
I'm saying they're relaxing the standards for effeminate gays and women for the special forces, but I didn't go because I got disillusioned with the Army after my first year at my duty station. I just knew I was going to probably get out anyway, so I just said fuck it.
Yo, let me ask you a question. All right. I'm glad I got you on here, bro. Cause like I said, the other dude didn't tell me nothing. But when you what your inspiration to go to the Army? Your family or you?
My dad
or
was in. My dad was in, and I was just bumming around my city, and my dad was in, and he pressured me to go in, and I was like, okay, I'll just have a full-time job and be in that. It couldn't be that bad. And then it was just a nightmare, but you're getting paid a pittance, but it was just because my dad told me to go.
Oh,
But
okay.
it felt like, I'm, because I'm not a, I never, didn't have a criminal record, never was a gangbanger, came from supposedly middle class family because my dad had a good paying job, even though he's an asshole. And so then, he's a fat ass loser. So then he pressured me to go into the army, and then as soon as I go, he divorces my mom, which is his business. But he was also trying to beat and mistreat while I was gone because he knew I would beat his ass if I was there. So then I would so yeah he told me to go, and that's why I joined. But then it was in the modern day, so many agendas are going on. It's completely bullshitterized to where they're pushing homosexuality, they're pushing the jab, they're pushing feminist politics, and it's just a nightmare because it's just all this bullshit coming at you at the speed of light, and it's complete bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what happened before you came. Like, I don't know if you came at the wrong time. I don't know. It probably was before that. I don't even know.
No, this probably was bullshit before that, but probably lesser extent because in the past,
you bringing up
the feminism and the homosexuality.
The homosexuality is going on.
I mean, it's always been in the closet, but it's out in the open now. That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, because it's like in the open now, it's the jab and, like you said, homosexuality. That's what's open
and
now.
Feminism, yeah.
So they ain't talk about that. Matter of fact, they probably talk about feminism back in the day, but that's it. But the jab wasn't out back then.
There's feminism from the 60s, which is just more like even me as a man, pro-male man, like it's I don't mind like the 1960s style feminism when a woman have equal rights or whatever, that's fine. But now current feminism is about putting the female over the male. If you look at a female for 5 seconds, you're a potential rapist. I'm sorry, I can't say that, potential predator.
No, you can say potential because it's potential, so you could say that. Yeah, but
you can't say the R word on YouTube. I'll just period. I
don't want to get you in trouble. Yeah, you can't say that. Yeah. But LA is saying, I know somebody who tried to be a Navy SEAL. They said it was hard as fuck.
I heard that because I've heard of David Goggins and watched that on YouTube, stuff like that. But I hear Army Rangers supposed to be really hard too. And you go out here. I'm not far from Fort Bragg now, but yeah, it's supposed to be really hard to go Special Forces. But whatever, it's a joke. It's all a joke to me because
All right. Are you all right? No, I want to ask you. Let's say if a war was to go on, who would be the first ones to come out? Who the first ones?
Marine Corps, then us Army. But then it would be we were considered. My MOS is considered a support MOS, so that means that we're going to be supporting infantry. Infantry might be going somewhere to the secure area, but we're there to support them if any chemical threats are they use chemical weapons against the infantry. And for example, like I had a mission in Fort Hood where we were practicing supporting the infantry. They were a bunch of idiots, and we were teaching them how to use a gas mask and how to use an air tank like a firefighter to go into a hazardous, contaminated environment. So.
Yeah, but this was my question. It kept ducking me. I kept forgetting. How do they teach you how not to hit friendly fire? Like how you don't hit your
because you're trained on how to keep your weapon at the low unless you see an enemy, and then you're also we did practice room clearing with just silhouettes of Taliban silhouettes in a abandoned missile silo in Fort Hood. April 2021, and so we would go in, and the infantry say you could even have us as a support MOS. We might be the point man. You have infantry guy, second man, infantry guy, third man, chemical specialist, fourth man, and we practice going to a room. The first guy goes right, the second guy goes left, third guy goes middle, fourth guy secures the rear, and then you practice locking down a room and securing it from bad guys, and then you move to the next room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
or you might stack up at a big hallway. You might stack up 2 men deep, and then you first look down and you say, "Clear, move out," and then you go to the next. You go to the you sidestep, strafe to the left, And then he's like, I got you covered, battle buddy. Move forward. And then he moves forward, but you're making sure not to shoot him, but you got him covered. And then they move up. You move up. That's what they teach you. It's
All
like
right, so
you've ever played Rainbow Six Siege? It's like that.
all right, so it's not like in movies. That's why I don't watch movies no more. It's not like it's. Let's say you with 5 guys. It's not like the enemy. It's like 20 of them. They come out of nowhere. It's not like that.
No, but you're practicing clearing the main thing we're practicing is urban warfare. We're practicing clearing rooms like what the SWAT are trained on. Like SWAT in big cities are trained on, like New York, where you're practice going in a room and killing a bad guy before he sees you. Because that's what modern war is about. Mainly, it's going to be in a city, and you're going to, even if it's in Middle East somewhere or Russia, so wherever, you're going to be probably in an urban environment, and you're going to go into a room and clear that room, and you're trying not to get shot. You're trying to shoot first, so you live, and the bad guy or the enemy of America dies, or whatever the propaganda is. So
put it like this. What I'm hearing from you have to experience. It sounds like that's dangerous, bro. Yo, that sounds dangerous because you don't know what's going to happen, bro.
No, you don't. If you actually have to clear a room in real war, you could lose your life, just like cops lose their life every day, or in real life. Or it's more like the movie that's closest to it in terms of the way the fighting would be. Except it is still larger than life because movies are always, faker than real life, of course. Even if they're close, it would be like John Wick, except the way he moves is accurate to where you move with a rifle or a pistol. That's it. He doesn't move accurately. Even the new Punisher on Netflix, he does move, clear rooms, pretty much accurately to where you would do it. Except he's by himself, and the way you move in the real army, you move. You don't. But he ambushes. It's a move. He's a civilian at that point, but he was in the Marine Corps. But you clear that room. If you have a 4-man squad, you clear the men fan out. If it's a wide open space or not, you fan out. You fan out, and you're making sure that you're shooting. You want to catch them unaware. You're probably kicking the door in. And also, they probably, if I was actually infantry, probably they teach you how to throw a flashbang, and then that makes it where they can't shoot back because they're disorientated, and then you're prepared for it, and you shoot them first. One man goes left, one man goes right, one man goes center, and one man holds the door. So.
But like what you're explaining, it sounds kind of dangerous because you talking about y'all gotta go in the room. I'm thinking it's like an open field.
It can be both. You could be just walking behind a tank, but typically, think about it, man. In the modern army, you're going to be in a Humvee to cover vast distances, or you're going to be flying in a helicopter to cover vast distances. Also, we did a mission where we jumped out of we didn't jump out while it's in the air, but we jumped out of a helicopter after it landed. You have to make sure if you're a tall guy, if you're 6 foot or taller, you have to make sure that the blades don't chop your damn head off, and you got to jump out with your rifle and go, and then get down on the ground in the prone, and then you let the helicopter fly off, and it covers you. And we were in the desert, so it covered us in sand. We were in the Mexican desert. It covered us in sand, and then we get up and we go set up our field station.
Okay. Yeah, but that shit sound kind of dangerous, bro. I'm glad
it is dangerous. Yeah, if it was real war, it's dangerous.
The reason I'm saying it's dangerous, because I thought, that's why I always tell people don't take movies serious. I thought it was open. You got like 20 guys with you, but you saying it's only like 4 or 5 with you. So that's crazy.
You have different. You can have a unit where you have different teams, and that's another thing about the army. We were broken down into, say, for example, my unit. You had a company, and then you have different teams. You have
Okay.
team 1 through 4, and for example, you have an officer who is the team leader, and then you have about 3 or 4 NCOs that are the team sergeants, and then you have the us lower enlisted. And so our team might be just assigned to a place, and you only got 7 people. And then the officers are going to go fight physically. The NCOs are not going to fight physically, so it could be just the enlisted man guy kicking that door and fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, see. That's what I'm saying. It's real like that, bro. So so at the end of the day, no, this is my point. What I'm trying to get at. So you got to go into a room, and weapon they set up already. The enemy, they can be.
That's what we're simulating. We're simulating. They have targets of Taliban's with AKs pointed at you, and you gotta using fake rounds to shoot the Taliban target, hit it with your rifle, and then knock it over, and then you post up. It says enemy down, move up, battle buddy, and then they secure the rest of their room, the rest of the room, the squad mates.
All right, let's say one of your people get hit. What y'all do? Y'all retreat or y'all keep shooting?
You keep shooting, and then you practice combat medical care. So whether you're out in the open or you're in a room, you secure the area first, and they say the best cure for your battle buddy's injury is a return fire. You return fire, and then you put a tourniquet on his. Say he shot in the leg or shot in the arm. You put a tourniquet on it, but the whole entire time you probably don't know how weapons work too well. So even in the civilian world, you have a sling on your. For example, my AK-47, I have a sling on it, right? Your sling is how you hold your rifle when it's not in its case or whatever. So you sling it down, you put your tourniquet on the guy, but you're ready to go back, but you put your weapon on safety.
Hold it. Well, you saying the guy who got hit, he could still shoot back?
He might be able to shoot back, or you always ask him, can you shoot a weapon? And he'd be like, yeah or no. I'm too badly hurt, or I can't. He might be shot in the leg, but he might be such a tough guy. He's like, I still can shoot. He can't shoot back. The guy that's giving him aid might still have to secure the area while he's asking for other people to come secure the area. Then you call what's called a 9-line, which is to call in a helicopter to come save you and the guy. And you give your location, your unit, and your call sign.
But my point is about the guy. Y'all let him try to shoot back. Come on, man. Yeah, they couldn't do that. I mean, I ain't saying
it's in what is called SOP. So SOP is what they tell you in the Army is your standard operating procedure, and that's what you're told to do. If so and so happens, if you're shot, this is what you do. If you're not dead, this is what you do. You call for help, you return fire, and whatever. And you're told also when you're in like basic training, we're taught if we're out in the open. Now we're doing basic training in the forest, but we know most times recently the Army's really fought in the desert, but whatever. So you're taught that if you're shot at, you get down you go down to the prone and return fire. If you're doing a patrol out in the open, you're just doing patrol, walking with a rifle. And if you're shot at by an enemy and you're supposed to drop down and return fire and say, taking fire, return fire. And then he's like, okay, if you're supposed to retreat, you're supposed to say, retreat. You got me covered? And you're like, yeah. He's like, I'm bounding back. And you bound and you jump up, run 20 feet backwards and jump back down and put the rifle back on the enemy. And then you say, I got you covered, man. Get back here. And then that guy gets up, returns fire, whether he kills the enemy or not. He returns fire. Then he waits for the enemy to reload. Then he runs back, and y'all run back until y'all retreat. But you're getting down to be a smaller target, because a 6-foot man standing up is an easier target than if you're in the prone.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. If I'm hit. Y'all gotta have all right, if I'm hit, y'all gotta stop. Let's retreat, man. I ain't trying to die today. Man, yeah, I'll
No,
say between.
that's what you sign up for. Is the
Hey, I know
potentially
that's
die.
what you sign up for. Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying. I'm like, I want to get the fuck out of here. All right, I know what you're saying, but yo, coming for a guy who was there, so yo, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, most
That's
people don't know how it really is. You're supposed to get down and return fire, and then if you're outgunned, you're supposed to retreat and ask, and then you're supposed to wait till even your NCO tells you to retreat, and then you retreat and you bound back within a you're covering each other while y'all run backwards and dropping down to the prone and then running backwards.
yeah, yo, that's crazy, bro. Dude, yo, next one live. You better come on, bro. Yeah, I wanna. Yo, I need to. Yo,
Yeah, I
dude,
will.
everything you saying, I thought about it, but some things I thought wasn't real. But you said it is real. Yo, that's crazy. Yo,
Yeah, what do you
oh,
think is real? What do you think is fake though from the movies you've seen?
all right. You said when y'all come out, it's only 4 or 5 of y'all. I thought it'd be like 20 of y'all, but you said they have different teams.
Yes, you have different
So that
teams.
threw
Yeah.
me off. I thought y'all has come out 30 deep. You like got 40 guys and y'all good.
No,
Y'all
you're assigned to
covered.
the same place, but typically, like the way we train is only team dependent. You could have team 4 doing securing
See, I
a
don't know
chemical
about
round, and you
team
have
four.
team 1 is like doing a scouting mission. You different teams have different assignments. You're in the same company, but you have different teams. So
This is what I thought. Y'all always got everybody back. If it's 20 of us or 15 to 20 of us, I feel good. But you saying it could be 4 or 5 of y'all on a team. So that's crazy.
that actually do the see, it works all by rank though. The 4 enlisted, the 4 guys that are private to E4 specialists, that's all low rank, and we're the actually ones doing the actual shooting and the actual securing enemy weapons and things like that. The officer is just in the might be, he might be at a like the rear command point,
Officer,
just telling you what to do. Then your your senior sergeant might be with the officer giving him advice. Then you might have one low rank officer, one rank sergeant that's with you, but he's leading the team, telling them to kick in the door. But the private is probably going to be the first one to take the bullet.
So the private is the one who coming in first.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But it's only like
just so they even teach you that in the Roman Empire. The private was back when they used swords in the Roman Empire. The private was the one who was at the front of the line. The sergeant is at the rear, and the officer's on a horse telling them what to do.
Oh yeah. You got the front and the back. Yeah. But in the middle, but y'all got to do the y'all the ones who got to shoot. Like if something happens. Yeah. Yo, well, that's crazy. Yo, you told me some good stuff.
Officers don't even qualify with rifle. They don't even have to qualify with a rifle. They only qualify with pistol.
Who you said, the officer?
Yeah, the officer only qualifies with a pistol.
Yeah, the officer. Yeah. Well, I don't know how he got high ranking like that, but I don't know why.
It's based on you come in with a bachelor's degree and you get a
he
commission.
He got it from something else. Yeah. Cause I want my officer with the best weapon. Like I want him with the best one. That's the case. We need you, bro. Yeah.
You would want you would think that they would have the mentality. Oh, everybody. Well, the Marine Corps supposedly does that, where even every officer is even trained with a rifle. But in the Army, it's all like they know that there's gonna be so many enlisted men that have the officer's back. The officer's never going to be. Officers don't kick in doors anyway. They're leading from the rear.
Wait, hold up. What an officer? So who kicking the door?
Private.
Oh, the private. Okay, the private kicking the door. Y'all come in. Y'all ready to Y'all ready in stance to shoot. That's the case.
Yeah, you're at the low ready. Yeah. But when you're
Okay.
kicking the door, you're at the high. You're have your weapon up and you're looking down the sight.
Yeah. Of course, he got his weapon out. Yeah. But that's why they probably got them with the handguns and shit. So what they got the problem with a handgun or what they got?
No. You talking about you asking what the private got? What? What's your question?
No, what kind of gun he got?
A private?
A handgun? Yeah.
The private got me. That's an M4.
Oh, he got the M4. Okay.
That's their standard weapon.
Because the way you were saying with the handgun shit, because it's easy.
No, we might go to do a mission, and we have a sidearm of a 9mm sidearm, and then we have a rifle as their primary.
All right, yeah, all right. So you got a 9mm
because in our company, since we were chemical specialists, if we have to secure a chemical round for our mission, we have to wear just a 9mm and go in a full hazmat suit. So we don't have a rifle if we're securing a chemical threat. We only have a 9mm, even though we're a private. We just have a 9mm on our. It's unloaded for the field because it's just simulating, and then you go in with a 9mm on your hip, and you go secure a chemical agent, and you get out the hazardous environment. But yeah, that's but if we're doing a mission where we're just backing up infantry, and we know it's a hazardous environment, we're still going to be wearing. We might just be wearing gas mask, and we're going in with a rifle with a gas mask on. So just because the air is toxic, but there's not a hazard of it piercing your skin. It's just toxic to your lungs. So we might go in with just a gas mask, and we're backing up infantry. And infantry, their whole job is to kick in doors, but we're there to back them up because everybody has to know how to do it. But our MOS, we don't do it every day. We don't kick in. We don't practice kicking indoors every single day. But we still had to go through the same basic training. But we still practice it every once in a while.
Yo, so when y'all go in, do y'all throw the gas shit down? Whatever that shit called.
Flashbang? No, we didn't practice that. We practice just kick. If we don't have a grenade, we practice just kicking in the door and then just going in a 4-man team and securing the room.
Yo, that's crazy about the room. So in a war, it could be motherfuckers be in the room waiting for you.
Yeah, that's what you train on. You train to shoot first.
Yo, this is what I'm saying. I never thought about it like that. It's a chance you could be gunned down as soon as you walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo,
that's what you've ever seen a SWAT go and breach a house? I mean, that's what they do. They kick in the door and they move in. And if they get shot, they get shot.
That's what the SWAT do. But listen,
they got it. Where do you think they got it from?
No, I know that's what but this is what I'm saying. You have an enemy now. Like if the Warren Squad, whatever, running, they don't know it's the guy. I mean, it's the same shit, basically. When you think about it, it is.
Military is domestic military. Police are domestic military, yeah.
But,
so
they get all their point is, all right, this is my point about kicking in the room. You can have guys positioned already waiting for you. That's the difference.
That's what we practice on. You practice on the target. The simulation is the guy's pointing an AK at the door, but you're practicing shooting first.
Yeah.
Yo, he can be set up, ready to go.
Yo, that shit is nice.
Or he could be watching porno in his room and be chilling, and then he got the AK beside him. Then he got to pick it up, and you can shoot him. But you're already ready to go. He could be chilling, watching TV, and he got to pick up his gun, and then you go shoot him first. That's what SWAT prey on. That the guy is in his house chilling, but his gun's next to him, but he still got to get it at the ready and shoot. In that time frame, you could, since you're the SWAT or the soldier's ready to go, you could shoot him first, and you live, and the SWAT lives or the soldier lives. But if he's ready to go, if you're waiting, if the enemy's waiting to ambush you and then waiting for you to kick in the door, then he probably is gonna win the gunfight. So it all depends. But you're laying your life. We only are wearing body armor on our chest. and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
It's
or it might be covering our groin and our chest, and that's how body
yeah.
armor
Yeah.
works. You're only covering your vitals. So
But
if you
this
get
one,
shot in the arm, you're gonna be screaming because that rifles rip through in real life. Rifles rip through your whole damn shit. So it doesn't matter if you're a bodybuilder; it's gonna rip right through it. So yeah, that's you're only protecting your vitals
but
with
yo,
body
this
armor.
one,
Yeah.
all right. Since you just said what you were saying, let's say as a guy is playing, watching TV, playing. All right, do y'all have to shoot him?
Yeah, you're trained if you know if the intel's telling you
Let's say
that
he is
we have
watching TV.
we have all Taliban in here and or whatever enemy is in here, even though it's all insurgents now. You're supposed to you're supposed to just if he's armed, it might be the mission might be shoot everyone in that adult man in that house.
Let's say it's a guy watching TV, right, or playing the game. That his homeboy that's standing there. Let's say he just standing there. He's smoking. He don't even have the gun there. So y'all got to shoot both of them. Y'all
If he's
have
not
to.
armed, you're supposed to secure him, so you're supposed to arrest him.
All right. Okay. If he's not armed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
No,
you
I
might
thought
hit
y'all
his
had to
ass in the
shoot
head
them
with a
anyway.
rifle and zip tie his ass up.
But you see the gun on the floor. Let's
Yeah,
say he's standing up.
you would go ahead and shoot him. Yeah, you go ahead and shoot him.
Yeah.
Because
All
we
right.
don't. There's
Let's
in
say he
war.
don't react to get the gun.
In war,
Let's
there's
say
no.
he give up.
They don't have civil rights. Remember, America views it. They
Yeah.
don't have civil rights. So we
All
have
right.
more
So once
leeway
you
than
see that
even.
gun there, you're obligated to shoot.
Yeah,
So
we
once
have
you
more
see a
leeway.
gun,
Actually, a soldier has more leeway actually because they don't have civil rights if you get deployed to Afghanistan or you get deployed to a third world country with insurgents. Now, if we might have more, we would be more careful if it was a major superpower like Russia because you don't want to. You would have a political nightmare because they could go to the UN and be like they're just shooting unarmed men and stuff like that. So it all depends on if it's just in third world country, you just shoot. But you're typically supposed to arrest the guy if he's unarmed.
All right, like I was asking, if the gun on the floor, is he? Well, y'all consider him unarmed.
You wouldn't get court martial for that. You would just go ahead and shoot that guy, and they'd be like, whatever.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think he armed too. The gun is on the floor because allegedly he's gonna reach for it.
Do you think about your life? This is on a video game. Do you want to risk it with your life? You don't get a reset button. Why would you risk that? So just go ahead and kill the guy.
Yeah. But all right, so you said if you're in Russia, you gotta hesitate. So you just can't shoot.
No, he has to be an actual in the last really war we had with uniforms that we fought a uniform enemy like Korea or Nazi Germany or Japan or whatever. You're only gonna shoot uniformed men in a uniform. But now since Vietnam, it's all just insurgents where people are just wearing T-shirts and flip-flops, and you can't tell the enemy from a potential ally or whatever. A guy that's sympathetic to America or a guy that hates America. You can't tell the difference. So if he's armed and you are told that this is an enemy hideout, you shoot everybody that's armed.
Right. All right. That's what I was asking earlier. How y'all do if you hit somebody with friendly fire? You just answered my question. Well, you answered it earlier, but
you have a grid. You have a sector. They call it a sector of fire. So you don't flag. What's called flagging means pointing your weapon at a friendly guy.
Now you just told me something new. You said civilians in certain countries will try to help them.
Yes, you have guys that give America intel and they side with America. So that's happened a lot. If you study the Vietnam War, that happened a lot, or even Iraq.
No. This is what I'm saying. When you come into the enemy, they have civilians helping them?
Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. They're helping. Yeah, of course. That's how they get away. That's how they can survive. They're helping them, and if they think the Taliban's awesome and think that America's this evil empire, which I agree, then they help the insurgent.
Yeah, like let's say I'm from a foreign country. All right, so some war going on. You come in, so they'll come to my house. They'll give me a gun, and I gotta. I'm the foreigner though, so they'll give me a gun. So that's how they
Who gives you
do
a
it.
gun? I mean, what's your who's giving you a gun
Let's
in this
say I'm
scenario?
the enemy. All right, you're from. All right, I'm the enemy of the USA. Y'all come to my country, then they don't have enough fighters. I'm talking about. So they'll come to the civilians that give them a gun.
You're talking about like Afghanistan, the Afghanistan government?
I mean, it depends on the country. Like, let's say they don't have enough fighters, so they'll go to the civilians.
That's a tough question, man, because I think it's like a lot of this is just a like after like for
No, that's
example in
what I'm
Iraq.
asking. So I don't know. That's what I'm
I
asking.
think but what happened in terms of now never went to Iraq or Afghanistan, but I was in there, motherfucker. I was in the army for 4 years, but I know how the army works. But I never went to Afghanistan or Iraq. But how it works is that after, like for example, Iraq, they went in Iraq. George Bush sent in the army and the Marine Corps, or whatever, and the Navy, and they bombed and they killed the Iraqi government in the first month of war. Right? They have so much advanced technology. Iraq didn't have shit. They killed basically the uniformed fighters in the first month, and they took
Yeah.
up arms. They found AK-47s or had their own AK-47s they imported from Russia, and they took up arms against America and fought an insurgency hit and run tactics like Vietnam. They know the region. The American soldier does not, so they can know how to hit and run. They know how to set up IEDs and mines and stuff, and blow up the American, especially American, just Jeeps and armored Humvees and stuff, blow them up or just disable them. And they know how to set up and shoot you from with a Dragunov from a mile away, and then move. And so it's a rebellion. It's basically a rebellion where they're unorganized, but they are communicating with each other. So that's kind of how it works. It
No,
wasn't the government gave them weapons. It was just they just decided to
no,
take up
I'm not
arms against the
talking
evil
about.
government of
Okay.
America.
No, but all right. So once they get killed, they don't go to they. Nah, because the way you were saying at first, like they go to the civilians in a country, like if they outnumbered.
No, I think you misunderstood me, man. I think I was trying to say that America could talk and try to get always wants to get intel from the civilian population, but you want to know who's sympathetic to America and who wants to be our friend, and then who is the enemy. But in modern war, you can't tell the difference because they're wearing the same raggedy t-shirts and flip flops. You can't tell the difference because they're not wearing a
Yeah.
uniform in most conflicts now. Unless we haven't fought against a country wearing uniforms since Vietnam briefly, the actual Vietnamese army, but then it went down to insurgency where they're just random guys with t-shirts with AKs. Same thing with Iraq. Once the government was killed, it was just the population just rebelling against America.
Oh, so they had. Oh, all right. They didn't even have uniform. Okay, all right. Now I know. All right, now I'm getting everything together. Okay, all right. Now I know what you're saying. Yeah, all right. So they had the fucking army with no uniforms. Okay.
Yeah. They're just unorganized insurgency. Is just they're just guys that just say, "Hey," it's almost like if we just said, America's lying too much to us and shit. We just say, I'm not saying we actually do this, but we just say, "Fuck it," right? And we just get a bunch of guns together, and we meet up, and we just say we get 1 million of us, and we just start taking out the government. But we're not wearing a uniform. We're just saying we don't like America no more, and we want to take out the government. That's basically what was happening in the third world countries after we destroyed the government. These guys they have they have nothing to lose, so they just like fuck it.
All right, you basically saying what I was trying to say. All right, yeah, because they don't really care about overseas. They don't really care.
No.
They say, yeah. They say I'm gonna go out like this. Yeah, they're gonna protect their country.
Yeah, they just go out and just say fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah. But a guy like me from the U.S., I don't want to get shot, man. Even though I got your back, I don't want to get shot, man. I don't want to get shot, man. I want to go back to my peoples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, I'm a savage, so I at the same time I'm like, if I gotta go out, I'm saying I'm a savage, but I'm
Well,
not
if
from the
I gotta
South,
go
so
out, I'm gonna go out. Yeah, I'm gonna
Mhm.
go out. I'm not saying hope I don't get shot. That's all.
no, but I'm
That's
like
all.
I'm like death and glory, man. Let's go to hell together, man.
Yeah. See, you younger than me. I don't know. I mean, it
I'm
depends. When I
32,
was
but yeah.
younger, yeah. But you're younger than me. But when I was younger, I probably wouldn't went out like that. But now, nigga, I got 4 kids now. I don't want to get
Okay,
popped.
you got kids. Yeah, I don't
I
got no
want to
kids.
get
Yeah.
shot. Yeah. I mean, of course, they don't take these old dudes no more. I mean, they take the young guys. But I'm just saying, like, yo, I'm glad you did what you did, bro. Yo, that's what's up, bro. Yo, what's
Yeah.
your name? I gotta give you a ranks, bro.
Yeah,
I
my name's Corey, man. Armchair
No,
Revolutionary.
on YouTube. No, man. I saw
Armchair
your name.
Revolutionary, but I don't make
Yeah.
videos no more because of censorship. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you made video. Oh, yeah, you told me that.
I deleted my channel. I deleted all the videos on my channel a month ago. After, even though I got out of the
Yeah.
army, I just said, fuck it. I
That's
just deleted all my videos because I only had 500 subscribers. But
yeah.
I
It's hard
was
to get subscribers when you tell the truth. Like
that's true. That's true. Because I've done interviews with a guy that I'd met in person back in March here in North Carolina named Dwayne McClain, but I don't trust dude. But anyway, he has 20,000 subscribers roughly, I think, and I got a few subs off of him, but I at the same time, I'm not trying to, I just gave up on YouTube. I don't care about being YouTube famous. No way, saying like, and so I just like gave up on making videos. But also I've done collaborations with another army dude. One time I did a collaboration with the army dude that got out 5 years ago. We were talking about the difference between it then in 2015, what was the difference between 2015 and now, and because he's in his late 30s, but and we were talking about the difference between now and then, and he saw them bring in the gay movement when they officially made it legal. He saw, and they turned into San Francisco up in there. So we were talking about all that type of stuff, and I used to have that on my channel, and that got about 200 views. But but it's that's you don't get many views on YouTube when you don't have any chicks dancing around and in bikinis, or talking about or just talking about gun, or just talking about how cool, or you just got the rank. There's a big YouTube channel I watch where it's a guilty pleasure. It's just a black chick shooting guns in Atlanta, so with a big ass. So it's just like, that type of stuff is sells on YouTube. But if you're just talking about the truth,
like Black Shadow, I've been talking, I always talk about how to go. I mean, how the media is BS. Now I've been talking sports lately. They don't like it, but anyway, at the end of the day, I'm not talking about subscribers. Like the most subscribers right now, I got like 389, and the most subscribers I ever had was 900 when I was on the Well, I'm still on the truth tip. That's when they didn't have the algorithm. Then they changed it. That was the most subscribers I ever had, 900. Then they started.
Yeah, I've seen you. I remember. I think. Yeah, I saw that you yo-yoed and stuff like your subs. But you kind of blew up.
I was destroying them, man. Yo, I was doing good videos.
Didn't you get a bunch of videos during Handy Hook?
Yeah, that's it's around that time. Yeah. Yo, I was destroying them, and they fuck with me, yo. That's when I was killing it. But they started.
Yeah, that was when YouTube when Google first bought YouTube. It was still they hadn't locked down the censorship yet, so it was wide open, and it was like the Wild West still.
That's why I said that's when I had the most subscribers, 900. Even though
now you need to probably make a BitChute account, because even to talk about what the GAY agenda, you gotta. They only can really say that type of stuff on BitChute, because on BitChute they got a female psychologist saying that gender dysphoria is a mental illness and things like that. So you only can get away with that type of stuff or exposing. They
Yeah,
still have a handy hook videos on BitChute of like really good breakdowns of the event. So of how it was staged on this shit like that. So you got BitChute is more wide open, but you have probably you have a smaller pool of viewers just in general. But it's more wide open, and they can cover the latest psyop and
yeah,
not be censored. But on YouTube, forget about it. You'll be taken down in 20
yeah,
minutes if or not even able to upload if you say, oh, this is like these people are having dupe in the light or whatever, and this is a hoax or
yeah.
whatever.
Yo, yo,
You'll be
yo, there's
flagged
some
and taken
videos.
down.
Cause they did some BS in the last 3 months, but I didn't make a video about it because I know I know they're gonna hit me.
I would
Like,
since you still want to make content, man, I would make a BitChute account and just try to funnel your traffic from YouTube over there and try to get at least half of your fans to go over there, because BitChute you can still make you can cuss like you want to. It's more there's censorship is not as hardcore in BitChute than GoogleTube now. GoogleTube is just complete like the book. I don't know if you're familiar with the book 1984, but it's like that.
well, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's what they always talk about when I started getting censorship.
and the army is the same way. The army has its
1982.
own language. The army has its own language too. That is kind of like 1984, how they changed the language in the book and the movie. If you remember, they changed the language, so it's like in the army they say, "Oh, it's too easy," or "Everything's too easy." I can do that. It's too easy, or they don't call it sexual harassment in the army. They call it sharp. They don't. They have it's their own language in there, and
Yeah,
so that's slightly different. Or you go to chow. You don't go to lunch. You go to chow.
yeah. Well, they do that in prison.
They
Child.
call it chow in prisons too. They give you a
Yeah,
dog tag in the army, and the elite view you as a dog.
yeah. Because like you were saying earlier, it sounded like prison.
It is like prison. Yeah,
When you talk about the army, that shit sounds like prison. This shit.
it is like prison, except you're not. You can go if you have sex appeal, you can go off post and have sex with girls.
Yeah, that's the
But
only difference. Yeah, that's the only difference.
other
That's
than
why I
that,
asked
it's
you
like
that.
prison. Huh?
Yeah, that's why I asked you that, because you go see your lady. So yeah, that's the only difference.
It's like
Well,
a
that's
prison
that's
with
different.
you have conjugal visits. If you got it like
But
that.
what if a nigga don't have a lady on the army base? Like, what the fuck
Oh,
he
then you
supposed
go
to
out. The people go. I mean, when I first got there, I
Well,
didn't have a lady. You go off post and you go downtown and you just find you a chick.
yeah, yeah, you gotta go pay for the pussy.
Or you go
gotta
pay for it.
pay.
That's what guys do overseas. And like when they get stationed in Japan, or the big city station for us was Korea, and guys would fly into Japan and go buy prostitutes in Japan and whatever. Guys told me about it. Guys in my unit had been to
Nah,
Korea.
you tell the truth. I'm not even mad at them. Like, you
I'm
just
not
going
mad at
over
it.
there.
No, I'm just saying what it is. I'm not saying the truth. I'm just telling the
No,
truth. So
I
I'll
ain't
just keep
talking
it
about
real.
you. I'm just saying. Like, I do the same shit. I'm like, yo, if I'm going to Japan, I ain't gonna meet no bitch. She give me pussy. That's to talk to her. I gotta pay for it. I said, fuck it. I gotta get pussy while I'm out here. Then go back to the base. Let me get some quick pussy. Then I'm going back.
Well, I'm not into Asian chicks unless they're one of the rare ones that look good to me. Like they have to have butt and boobs. I can't stand
No,
ones that are just
yeah. She
skinny and
gotta look
flat.
good for me to pay for the shit. She can't look like anything.
She gotta look like the one. What's that one from the show The Boys or whatever? That one I wouldn't mind. But it's like the
No,
TV
it's
show called The
cool.
Boys.
Yo,
But
if you pay, the funny part, if you pay for pussy, she gave that pussy up for free before. So that's the funny part.
that's why it's called tricking.
Yeah, she
Because
gave
paying for
that
pussy's
shit
a
up.
trick. Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be hard to do that dumb
A
shit.
Mexican dude used to call me Pimp C up in there. But yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get the pussy off of talking. Like, fuck out
Mhm.
of here. Like,
That's how you get it because the girls already decided to sleep with you when they first met you anyway. But
No, when they first yo, when I was younger, yo, this girl taught me how to go. She said they know what. Like you just said, they say they know when they want to fuck you as soon as they meet you. You can say anything. They already know. I'm gonna give him pussy or not. They already know off the bat,
Off the rip. Yep.
Yeah. You can
It's not
say
this
anything
timing. If
and
she got a
everything.
nigga already, then you might not get it. But if
Yeah,
she don't,
yeah,
she's
that's what she
single. Yeah.
said. Yo, she said they already fucking somebody, so so you gotta come in. Yo, I'm like, what the fuck? That's why I said some bitches think give me some pussy. I'm like, you serious pussy? All right, whatever.
No, they
Yeah.
women masturbate more than men do. Anyway.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And they
When-
worse.
and-
And
yeah.
tell the truth, they worse. They think they could put. Yo, some females think they could pick and choose. Stop talking, man. Stop doing that. Like, I don't like that.
Well, in the South, like chicks are, they'll just like, if they think you're handsome, they'll just look you up and down and lick their lips.
Yeah. In the South.
Yeah.
That's where my family at. I was in the South in the early 2000s. Yo, I was over there for 3 years. 2 years. Yo, the first day I had sex with one girl. Then the next girl, it took fucking 2 months.
Wow,
But
that's
that
too
was
long.
so
I would
Yeah,
I would
that
block
was too long. Yeah.
I would block her ass.
Oh.
I don't play that.
Oh shit. This is my home. Oh shit. My homegirl calling me now. Oh my god. This is a girl I wanna do 32. Wait, hold on. Yo, I ain't gonna end the live right now. I'm gonna end it.
Hello,
I gotta call. Yeah, I gotta call back. Yeah. But yeah. I don't want to end the live like that because you gave me some good information and shit.
Oh yeah, but if you ready to go, man. But yes, it's yeah,
All right.
yeah, we're saying it's 3 o'clock.
I
Yeah,
just don't want to hang up like that. You know what I'm saying? All right. So
I think you gotta get it in still.
But yo, I gotta work. Like later on, I'm gonna come back live probably on Sunday night or Monday morning. All right, but yeah. Good luck. Yo, let's hit me up again, cause we're gonna get into the shit, man.
Okay.
Niggas, all right, yeah.
Hit me up, man. And my email is my YouTube channel, just 1@gmail. But yeah, you can hit me up.
Wait. The YouTube channel you left on the link?
Yeah, I put. Can I just put it in the chat? Or you want my email, right?
Yeah, give me. Wait, how the fuck? Wait, how am I gonna get your email if I hang up?
No. Oh, if I put it in the chat, you won't see it, right?
Yeah. All right, put it in now before I can get it. Wait, hold on. I don't even have a pen in me. Oh my gosh. All right, I do got it. All right, here's our pen right here. I do got a pen. All right, give me your email right now. No, put it in the private chat. Wow. Oh, she calling me back again. Oh.